Hi all, good morning. We'll start in a minute. Good times to start. I see 9 online. Okay, let me get started. So I was thinking of actually going for a surprise. Um, what do you say? Shall I go ahead with assigning some questions? Let's see how are you performing. First 10-15 minutes. Then we'll try to study the data type, right? And then if time permits the normalization. Knowing there are students in the class, let us see how are you doing. Okay. Okay, I'm giving a question. Can you just start attempting? If you're, I want you to write these 3 programs. We have 15 minutes today. Today will be a surprise test. First question. Okay. Create a table. Create a table with below columns. 1, ID, first name, string type data, last name, string type data, age, integer type data, gender, character type data, and one type, only one character, and email, string type data. Create a table with this. First question. Second question, insert 5 rows of data. 1. Rahul Dravid. 1. Rahul Dravid. Age 45. Gender male. Email rahul.dravid.gmail.com. 2. 2. Second question, insert these 5 rows of data. Third question, write a query to get all the email domain, all the unique email domain and frequency. I want to see the result as gmail.com 3, hotmail.com 1, yahoo.com 1. Question number 4. Hope you have started working on it. Question number 4. Write a query, WAQ, write a query, WAQ to find male versus female ratio, female frequency. I want to see male 3, female 2. I want to know, fifth question, write a query to find out all male employees, all male players whose email domain in Gmail. Control C. 4 and 5. Control C. Control V. And sixth question. Write a query to display results of all male players one by one. Just a second. Next question. Write a query to display results of all male players one by one. Approach you can try. Approach is loop. Approach is loop or cursor. Either is fine. Okay. Point number 7. Write a program, write a query, or write a script. Write a script to print all even numbers between 1 till 1000. Okay, let's see what other thing can I ask. Okay, I did miss data for the age. That I realized that I did not give you data for the age. Sachin Tendulkar, age, gender. I should have given age, gender. So age is 55. 55. I should have given age for Virat Kohli as 34. Smriti Mandhana as 29. Sania Mirza as 39. Okay. This is for the second question. This is the mistake I did. Please insert the below given rows. Okay, I will take a pause here. Last question. Let me ask one more question. Write a question. Write a script. Write a script. No, write a script. Write a query. Query to find out. Query to find out. Query to display. Display all players above 30 years age. If you have completed your script, start pasting in the chat window, please. And just send it to me, not to all. Okay. Are you all clear? Have you started working on it? Yeah, there is no age mentioned in some rows. I did send the updated version. These are the updated value for the question number 2. Updated value for the question number 2. Easy question, tough question, students. Everything we have studied. Very, very easy questions. Let's go to the chart. Let's see whether people have started responding. Please send the answers one by one if you have finished. Uday, you want to speak something? Unmute yourself, speak. Sai Vijaya, you have any question? Have you started doing it? Yes, no? Can I get an answer? Are you attempting it? No, yes. People have started giving it. I'm stopping my screen share for a moment. Yeah, you start sending me the answers. I will verify here. Let's see. Uday Kiran has done this. Let's see it. Your first question, Uday has a. It is correct. First question is correct. I don't know. Can I copy this question from? I cannot control C. Let's see. No, I'm not able to copy this. Create table players. Somebody has given create table data. Manideep. Your column names are all lowercase. Any specific reason for that? I said the column name should be camel casing. Have you seen my column names in the table ever all lowercase, all uppercase? It is all camel casing, right? ID, product name, P capital, supplier ID, S capital. Just follow the coding standard. Your syntax is correct, but your first question answer is correct. Uday, your data type choice for email is bit small. Same with Manideep. Okay, let's see. We'll work till you have 8 more minutes to finish it up. I have 8 minutes to start now. So we'll start discussing the answer around after 8 minutes. Okay. I'm doing the thing, but I will not share my screen. I have started attempting my first question. My first question is done. I'm going for the second question. The second question is nearly done. Let's see whether it is working or not. A second question is done after so long. Okay, no worries. I can see data in the table. Now I want to see the third question. Let's see what is the question. Write a query to get all your information. Okay, easy. Are you all done, students? My third question is done. It took some time. Okay, let me share my screen. If you have attempted the question, let's see. I see few people have attempted the question number 1. Yeah, you are seeing the string or binary data would be truncated because you have chosen smaller size for the column. Okay. Okay, let me share my screen. If you have already started doing it, it is good. If you have not, you can do it. We can do it together. Let me share my screen. Are you able to see my screen now? I don't know whether you're able to see this. Are you able to see the SQL screen? Can you just confirm? Can somebody confirm? Are you able to see my SQL screen? Hello. Can I get a response? Are you able to see my SQL screen or not? Because SQL screen, right? SQL Server screen, not screen. I'm not saying the WhatsApp. Okay. Okay, let's see the first question. Create a table with the below columns. Easy. Create a table. Create table players ID int identity, because somebody wanted me to create an integer column. ID column is typically numeric column, so I chose int and identity so that SQL Server will manage the automatic value. First name if capital, n capital, string means varchar, I'm giving a size of 50. Last name varchar, giving a size of 50. Age numeric type data. Gender, just a second, am I doing a gender spelling? It is er, spelling wrong, so it should be er, but then I have done it, so I can't change it. So I can drop the table, I can do it, not a big problem. Drop table players, execute, delete and gender and then email 100 character I have taken. Let's do the create table. This is the first query is answer. I'm pasting in the chart window. First query answer. Second query answer. Somebody has given me to insert 5 rows of data. This is what I have not taught you. I always said that if your table has been given an identity column value, right, automatically SQL Server will insert value. You must have written multiple ways of doing it. Insert into table and first name, last name, age, gender. You must be trying to insert. But I am trying to insert the ID column also. Okay. So there is a way available where in case you want to explicitly insert a value into the identity column. I always said identity is always managed by SQL Server. You cannot insert. But do remember, there is one option available. You should not use it at all. It is for your knowledge, for your interview sake. You can explicitly say set identity underscore insert on the table name on. That means once you instruct this particular line, you are telling SQL Server, I want to insert the identity column value for this particular table called players, right? For this particular instance, I am doing it, and after that, I have to set it off. Okay, because identity should be managed by SQL Server, not you. But in case there is a custom need that I want to insert the value, then you have to insert this particular statement before your table name, set identity underscore insert table name on, and then you have to say set identity insert table name off. And within that, you can use multi-line statement. I'm using insert into players, column name, and then all the list of values using the multi-line insert statement. So if I do this, it will insert all the 5 rows of data into the table. Let's see. Yeah, because my column name had changed. ER. Execute. Okay. This is the answer to the second question. If you have done it, then it is excellent. If you have not done it, it is still okay. You can practice more. Third question, write a query. Interesting question. It is a typical interview question also. If you are able to solve it, you are excellent. You are par ready for your interviews. If you have not, then you have to practice more hard. Do remember, write a query to get all unique email domain and frequency, right? So essentially, if I want to see what data is available inside my email table. What is there inside my players table? So I want to see what data is there. Select star from. Control Shift U. Okay. If I want to see data inside my table, I have written 2 times from. I am seeing my email column is containing rahuldravid@gmail.com, sachin@gmail.com, virat@yahoo.com, smriti@hotmail.com, sania@gmail.com, right? My question is somebody wanting to see how many email domain is available and what is the frequency. If I have to look for the email domain, I have to understand somebody is looking for gmail.com, yahoo.com, and hotmail. How many gmail.coms are there? 1, 2, and 3. How many hotmails are there? 1. How many yahoo are there? 1. So how do I do that? If I can split the string email string into two part. One part before the @, one part after the @. And if I can extract right side of the @ and then apply a group by, I can find the frequency. I did the same here. What did I do? I am just showing it. This is the email. I have split it into two parts and got the right part. How did I do? I have spoken about substring function. Substring ask for what is the string that you want to split. Then I am using a char index function. Char index look for what? Char index tells you where is the position of @ in the string email. It will tell you where exactly it is located. I am saying @ will tell you include index position of @ right? I don't want the @ to be included in the email domain. I'm saying if you find @ at the position 7, you start from 8. So I'm saying +1 because I don't want to include @ within, right? If you see here, I am saying +1, so it is going to the next position to extract the start character and then the length of the entire string. Whatever is the length of the string, you go ahead. That is where it is trying to extract the data. Now, what I am going to do, I know how to extract the data. I can apply the same clause, the way the column I have extracted, I will apply the same group by clause into the group by column list also. And then I will run this particular query. It will give me the frequency of the email domain and the frequency. Okay. If you have completed, then you are excellent. Let's move to the next question. What is the question? Write a query to find male versus female frequency. Straightforward. There is no logic to be applied. Question number 4 is very straightforward. Control V. Instead of this, I would be doing what? I will be doing gender, 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 and group by gender, and group by gender. Will it give me the answer? Yes, male versus female frequency. If you have solved the question number 4, you are doing well. Question number 5. Way to find out all male players whose email domain in Gmail, right? Write a query to find out all male players whose email domain in Gmail, right? I know how to extract gmail.com, or it is very easy. I will not go into the splitting also. What I would say, I will say select star from players. I want to extract the data from players. I know what I am looking for. Somebody with an email domain like Gmail. Is that correct? Somebody is looking for an email domain like Gmail. He is also looking for what? He is also looking for, and gender need to be male. Gender equals male. Will it solve my answer? Yes. Rahul Dravid and Sachin having the email domain in Gmail are male. Okay. This is the query for the question number 5. Question number 6. Write a query to display results of all male players one by one. Approach looper cursor. We know how to do it, right? How do I do it? Declare a variable, declare @I int, declare @CNT int, set the value of I to be 1, set the value of the count. I'm saying CNT means count. Count equals to, I don't know how the value of the count. So what I need to do, I will say select SCLECT, select count of ID from players table. From my table name is players. Count of ID from the players table. So I will know how many times I have to loop through. How to start a loop? While @I is less than or equal to @CNT. That means how many rows are available in the table. I know 5. I'm starting at 1. So I'm going into the loop. I will say begin. I will say end. Before saying the end, I need to increment my value. Set @I equals to @I plus 1. So I am not going to go end into an infinite loop. Then somebody is saying show me data one by one. Select star from players. I know my ID value starts at 1, right? So can I say where id equals to @I. If I do that, will it show me all the data one by one? All the data one by one. If you have solved it, then you have learned it very well. If you have not, you have to practice too hard. Write a script to print all even numbers between 1 till 1000. I know my looping construct is ready. So I will take the same looping construct, Control C. I will take the same looping construct. Within, I don't need the same variable CNT because I know my maximum value, or I can say that also, Control Z. I will say set I equals to 1. I will say set CNT equal to 1000. Okay, I know my start value, I know my end value now. Same loop. Instead of doing this, what I will say, I have already done it yesterday, but I'm showing it again. What I want to say, if a number is divisible by 2, if a number is divisible by 2, then it will leave a remainder as 0. And if the number is completely divisible by 2, then it is an even number. So you say print @I. You are dividing number I with 2. First it will start with 1, then 2, then 3. Print @I. I am trying to add, I will say print @I. Okay, all the number between 1 to 1000 as the even number. Let's loop through, execute. Can you see all the even number between 1 till 1000? Everything got printed, right? I want to actually say this is an even number. How do I do that? Because I am adding a number with another thing, I would say cast @I as varchar 20 maybe, varchar 5 maybe, because 4-digit number I am going up to. So I will say varchar 5 plus is an even number, okay, semicolon. And I am always instructed that always write a begin and end for the if condition. That is the best practice. So I would do that. If somebody is saying that always write a begin and scope, I will do that. If let me run through the code, and I know why it is happening, because over in the same script I have declared here, declare @I. Again, I'm trying to declare the same variable. It is not accepting. How does it look good? If I put a go block, go means this particular end block scope is end over here, right? So it is saying, okay, it is a new code. So you can assume this is a new block of code. So declare all this thing and run through. It will say 2 is an even number, 4 is an even number. Okay, if you have done this, you have understood if else and loop really well. This is the last part of the question. Query to display all players above 30 years of age. That is straightforward question. Let's see, I will copy the same question, Control V, where age is greater than 30. So I started at 225. I took 25 plus 5, 15-20 minutes to complete. How about you students? Would you like to unmute? How many questions are you able to solve? How is your experience? I want to know. Are you able to solve some? Are you able to not at all solve some? I want to hear, other than the create table and insert query, any of you who are able to solve either at least 3 questions out of 8 questions. How many could you solve 4 questions? Can you write down your name? I want to know how many could solve. Put your name and how many questions you could solve in the chat window, please, or in the question segment, please. How many could you solve? I want to see. Either unmute and speak. Anybody want to raise hand? How many could you solve? Pradeep, Pradeep Chapalla. How many could you solve? Would you like to unmute? Pradeep, would you like to unmute and speak, please? I don't know. Kalyan, would you like to say how many could you solve? Sai Vijay is saying I solved 5. That is okay, I would say 5, but then it is good. Out of 5 out of 8. Actually, if I say this query was so easy, 1. This is not easy. This is straightforward, 2. This was straightforward, 3. This was a bit complex, not very complex, but if you had solved it, then you are actually ready for the interview. You can start applying for the interviews now. Then this is 4. Then this is 5, and then this is 6. 6 question were straightforward. The loop and the if else was the one tricky part that I have given, but at least you should have solved 6. Uday is saying he has solved 5. I have solved 5, sir. Vijay is saying 5. Pradeep, Pradeep saying not a single question. Pradeep, you couldn't solve anything. Srinivas 5. Insert the data is wrong. Yeah, you are seeing this particular error. You know why? Because you are inserting. Yeah, I know that. I corrected it. In here, I have inserted this, but later on, while I was inserting, can you see I have inserted at the rate? I have given dot, but while inserting, I have given the at the rate. That is where my question's answer is corrected. Okay. And string and binary data would be truncated. Look for your string value. What is the column size of email? I have chosen my column size of the email to be 100 character. If you are choosing 5 character, 10 character, and you are trying to insert more than 10 character, this kind of error will come. You have defined your column to be accepting 10 character. You are trying to insert 15 character. The string or binary data would be truncated error will come. Okay. How do you define your total length of the column? First verify what is the maximum size of that particular column, right? This is 5, this is 6, then it is again maybe 6 6 6 6 12 at the rate 13, then 18 19 21. I would at least go for a email column size to be 30 or 35. If you have gone below that, then it will throw error. Okay, are you getting that? Whoever has posted that getting binary data truncated error. Okay, clear about that? Any other question? Please raise your hand. I will allow you to speak, and then we can close the session today. Any question? Would you able to write the I wanted to know anybody could attempt this particular loop and the script, because starting today, starting tomorrow, we will be going in the function and procedure where we will be building script. So I would say start practicing the script. I will give the particular document also in the email, so you can also see. I have already pasted the result in the chart window. You can copy from there and practice, but do really practice well. Okay. Pradeep is saying Raghav, it's working. Okay. Any other question? Anybody could not understand the answers? Could you explain? This is the tricky question. Always remember, can you insert into a column where identity column is defined? By design, your answer should say, by design, I cannot insert, right? But if I have to, then I can use this particular construct. Set identity underscore insert table name on. That means I'm giving an instruction I explicitly want to insert. Allow me. If I do that, I will be able to insert it. But after doing that, I have to make it off. The way I'm saying I'm inserting identity value, I'm similar way saying I want to stop it now. Okay. That is the interview question. So any other question, team, before we stop the session today? Because I know that we have less time remaining. I cannot start with a session topic, but yeah. Did you, if you could at least, if somebody would have said that 6 or 7 question, I would have been very happy. But if you're saying 5, I'm 100% sure you are not, you have not attempted the loop and all those questions. Those are tricky, a tricky part. Any other question, team, or If it is not, I solved 5. Let's see. 5th question or I solved 5, Sai? I could see response from only 5, 6 students. What about the other one? You couldn't solve it? There are 12 attendees, out of which 2 staffs. So 9 should be there responding. And in the classroom, how many of you are sitting? Have you tried attempting? How is it going? Satish, Sasi Pritam, are you able to solve it? Sasi, would you like to unmute and speak? Anybody want to unmute and speak? Okay, no worries. Okay, let's meet tomorrow and we'll start with the function and procedure. That will be the that will be your day in day out job. Whatever you have studied by far, the DQL, DML, and all this thing, we have started building small logic now, right? Now we'll see how this entire logic can be embedded inside an component known as procedure or function to compute more computative, more calculation for your business logic operations, right? We'll understand more starting tomorrow. So I would say today's topic is not a topic. Go ahead, start practicing more. Whatever topic we have studied, practice more. Okay. I will call it a day. Thank you. Take care.